The internet likes to pretend it knows everything, every detail, every relationship, every behind-the-scenes whisper. But the truth is, the internet don't know a goddamn thing. And when it comes to Latto and 21 Savage, what most people thought they understood, they really didn't know the half of it. What started as speculation and light rumors eventually blew up into a messy, very public drama. And the fallout exposed not just a love story gone wrong, but the way fame, loyalty, and betrayal can combust when emotions reach their breaking point. Latto's always made it clear. She values her privacy. "It ain't really nobody's business," she once said. She's never been the type to flaunt her personal life for clout. But the thing about keeping things private is that when they blow up, they really blow up. People have to fill in the blanks, and when they do, the speculation becomes part of the story. For years, fans speculated about her relationship with 21 Savage. They weren't just collaborators or industry friends. Not with the way Latto moved. She talked about feeling uplifted, about having someone who supported her as a person, not just an artist. And in this generation, where everyone's chasing money, cars, and birthday bags, Latto seemed to be chasing something more real. Connection. Love. A partner. Her person. But even while she was riding hard for 21, something was always off. He never publicly claimed her, never dropped her name, never called her his girl, not in interviews, not in lyrics, not even on Instagram. The closest he ever got was calling her his twin in a story post, which only added more confusion. Meanwhile, Latto was showing up like a whole wife. Loyal, quiet, protective. And when other women entered the picture, you could see the tension build in her face. There was always a pressure there, like a heat simmering just beneath the surface. Her body language spoke volumes. Sidelong glances, subtle shade, and moments of tension caught on camera told a story louder than any post ever could. Then came the rumors. 21 Savage was cheating. Not just sneaking around, but allegedly having an ongoing affair behind Latto's back. And when she found out, that quiet loyalty turned into something else. According to insider sources, Latto confronted the woman directly. But it didn't stop at words. Allegedly, she had the girl jumped. What makes this even messier? The woman, known as Gorgeous Doll, was pregnant at the time. This wasn't just tea. This was a full-on explosion. The TikTok community, Twitter blogs, and gossip pages lit up with speculation. Was it true? Did Latto really go that far? Some said yes, and that she had been pushed past her breaking point. Others claimed it was all rumors, amplified by jealous voices and messy internet noise. But one thing was clear. Latto was not playing anymore. Her fans were divided. Some stood by her fiercely, calling her actions understandable in light of everything she'd endured. Others stepped back, concerned that their favorite had crossed a line that couldn't be uncrossed. To understand how things reached this level, we've got to go back a bit. To a night that was supposed to be about celebration. Latto had booked Magic City, Atlanta's iconic strip club, to shoot the video for her single, It Is a Party. The plan was simple. Throw some cash, record some glamour shots, vibe out. But what happened instead? Chaos. According to reports, after tossing stacks of money to the dancers, Latto suddenly started picking it all back up. Not just a few bills, the entire bag. Social media exploded. She was dragged for being cheap, disrespectful, and embarrassing. Especially in Magic City, a place where the dancers hustle hard and expect to walk out with what they earned. Fans couldn't understand why someone known for flexing designer looks and big energy would suddenly act like she was counting coins. Comment sections filled with people questioning her character. Influencers jumped into the mix. Everyone had something to say. But the full story didn't come out until Gorgeous Doll, yes, the same one allegedly involved with 21, decided to clear the air. According to her, Latto wasn't being stingy. Her wallet had actually been stolen inside the club. Not a big flashy purse, just a small card wallet. Still, it was enough to make Latto feel violated. She asked around. No one admitted anything, so, she snapped. She took her money back off the floor. every last dollar. Because in that moment, she wasn't just mad, she was taking control of a situation where she felt robbed and powerless. But Gorgeous Doll wasn't having it. She took to social media, blasting Latto for disrespecting the dancers. "You chose to throw money," she said. "You chose to come to our space. These girls paid their house fees, got their nails done, bought outfits, and you just snatched it back because you lost a wallet?" In her eyes, it wasn't about the money, it was about principle, about respect. The post went viral. People started picking sides. Some believed Gorgeous Doll, others defended Latto. A debate about respect for sex workers, celebrity entitlement, and Atlanta culture broke out online. That drama might have stayed confined to gossip if it weren't for what came next. Gorgeous Doll revealed that things escalated after the video shoot. She claimed Latto took it personally and that she was physically attacked outside the club. Not by Latto directly, but by someone she allegedly sent. And again, awkward, she was pregnant. The idea that someone could be targeted while expecting a child was enough to shock even the most loyal Latto supporters. This detail flipped the entire narrative. The internet couldn't agree on what to think. Some fans defended Latto, saying she had a right to be angry, that someone stole from her, that emotions were high. Others were horrified, saying this went way too far, especially with an unborn child involved. And through it all, 21 Savage stayed silent, just like he always had. Silent during the Magic City incident. Silent after the rumors of infidelity. Silent now, when the woman he allegedly loved was under fire. Here's the part that hits the hardest. Latto had always made it clear that 21 was her heart. Her guy. She was down for him in ways we rarely see these days. Quietly loyal, fiercely protective, always there, even when he wasn't there for her. And yet, he never once stood beside her in the public eye. Not after the cheating rumors, not after the assault allegations, not even when the internet turned on her. And this isn't just about drama, it's about the emotional labor women often carry in relationships where the love doesn't go both ways. People began to ask, was Latto holding on to something that never really belonged to her? Was she loyal to a man who was never loyal back? And how long can someone keep riding for a relationship that's leaving them behind? How long can someone show up for a person who only ever shows up in private? This whole saga, from the secret love affair to the strip club meltdown, has left a lot of people questioning Latto's choices. But it also raises bigger questions about privacy, power, and how far someone can be pushed before they finally snap. Because whether you're famous or not, being constantly disrespected and unclaimed by someone you love can eat away at your self-worth. Until the breaking point becomes a breaking news headline. Latto's anger, her actions, and her silence all say something. Something about pain, betrayal, and heartbreak that doesn't make it into the lyrics. And the story, it's not over yet. The blogs are still buzzing, the fans are still divided, and Latto, she's still moving. Quiet, calculated, and maybe a little colder than before. Because when you give your all to someone who hides you, the lesson sticks deep. Maybe this wasn't just about 21 Savage. Maybe this was about reclaiming power in a space where she felt constantly sidelined. Maybe it was never love at all, just a fantasy she was trying to protect. In a world where women in the spotlight are constantly judged, pulled apart, and criticized for either being too open or too quiet, Latto finds herself at a crossroads. Her next move will either solidify her as someone who lets her work speak louder than any scandal, or as someone who gets swallowed by the same headlines that once praised her grind. Time will tell which version of Latto the world sees next. What do you think really happened that night in Magic City? Did Latto go too far? Or was this just the boiling point of years of silent hurt? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more real talk, unfiltered drama, and the stories behind the headlines. Because one thing's for sure, the internet may not know a goddamn thing, but it always wants the tea.